Weakness after the menopause affects a lot of women, but thankfully, if you have the right advice, it can often be improved. There are 6 main reasons why the menopause causes muscle weakness, and I'm going to share with you what those reasons are and give you my best advice to help you overcome it. My name is Will Harlow, and I'm the Over-Fifties specialist physio here at HT Physio in Farnham, and I've helped thousands of people over 50 to regain their strength and their muscle mass, whatever their age. So here are the 6 reasons why the menopause can lead to a loss of strength and muscle. The first reason is that when women hit the menopause, that's categorized by a drop in the hormone estrogen. And estrogen is an important hormone for supporting muscle mass and strength. Now, not many people know this, but estrogen is actually anabolic, which means it supports muscle mass and strength just like its cousin, testosterone. So when women suddenly lose estrogen, they lose one of the key hormones that supports their strength and their muscle mass. The second reason that the menopause can lead to a loss of strength is because of reduced physical activity over time, partly due to the fatigue caused by the menopause. Now, fatigue is a really common symptom for women who are going through the menopause and afterwards as well, and it's categorized by both a physical and a psychological fatigue that stops them from having that willingness to go out and exercise. It really does get in the way. So if you just cut your activity levels by 20 or 30%, you're going to see a 20 or 30% decrease in your strength and muscle mass over time as well. The third reason for a loss of strength post-menopause is because of changes in protein metabolism. When estrogen disappears, the way the body processes protein actually changes slightly, which means that even if you're eating the same amount of protein, it might not be as effective at helping your muscles recover from exercise or building new muscle if you're resistance training. So a change in protein metabolism, again, works against us in keeping strength and muscle mass. The fourth reason why the menopause can cause problems with muscle mass and strength is because of bone loss during that time. Now, the menopause can trigger bone density loss, which is termed osteopenia or osteoporosis when it crosses a certain threshold. And not everyone gets this, but it does cause problems for the people who have it and can make strength training more difficult. The fifth reason why the menopause can cause loss of strength is because of body composition changes. Many women find that even if they don't change their routine after the menopause, they gain fat and they lose muscle. It's really unfair, but it just seems to be the case. And increasing fat mass on the body can make it more difficult or uncomfortable to exercise. And then the final reason why the menopause can cause problems with strength is because of a decrease in insulin sensitivity. Now, insulin is a hormone that helps us to process and use glucose properly, but if insulin has been affected, then what happens is you can't use that crucial energy source quite so well. So you might feel that you're running on fumes. You don't have the same energy. You don't have the same get up and go. And that might be because of that change in insulin sensitivity. So it's a difficult thing to deal with, definitely. However, I'm going to give you a couple of ideas to potentially help you improve your strength over and above what we normally talk about on this channel. So stay tuned for that. The first piece of advice I've got for you is to focus on exercise designed to improve your bone health. Now, this might sound like a strange piece of advice because we're talking about muscle and strength, but the exercises that improve your bone health are also fantastic at improving your muscle health. And it's much tougher to improve the health of your bones than it is to improve the health of your muscles and to improve your strength. So if you achieve good bone health, then guess what? You've also smashed it with your goal of getting stronger. Now, by far and away, the best form of exercise for both of these things is resistance training. And the resistance training you choose has to satisfy 2 things. The first thing it has to satisfy is it should be weight bearing. So exercises like the goblet squat, where you're holding a weight and then you're squatting up and down, squatting against both the weight of the dumbbell and your body weight, are brilliant options. The second thing that it has to satisfy is you must be working with at least moderate to heavy weights. And that means weights that you can only lift a maximum of between 8 and 15 repetitions before you reach the point of failure. So you should be going for a high intensity workout. It should be heavy weights, less reps, and that's amazing for improving the health of your bones, and it will make you stronger as a result. So examples of great exercises you can use for this purpose are squats, lunges, and farmer's carries for the lower body, or overhead presses and bent over rows for the upper body. These are great exercises done in weight-bearing positions that will improve your bone and muscle strength. Before we go any further, I just want to tell you about a very special bonus I've created for viewers of this channel. It's called the Complete Guides to Building Muscle and Strength over the age of 50. And if you're someone who is a little bit confused about how to go about starting the process of building muscle and strength, you don't know what equipment to use or what exercises to choose, this is perfect for you. It's an exclusive 25-minute video that you can't find anywhere else, where I teach you all the ins and outs of building muscle and strength specific for people over the age of 50. So it's one of the best things I've created. I'm giving it totally for free to viewers of this channel. All you need to do is scroll down below this video. There's a link in the description where you can sign up. I'll send you the video straight away and you can get started. It's some of my best info, and if you use it, I hope you enjoy. The next tip is you must prioritize your recovery time. During the menopause, testosterone, estrogen, and growth hormone are all affected, and all of these hormones help you to recover. Now, if you're a young woman in your 20s, you can probably get away with training 5 times per week, no problem whatsoever, and you'll still get stronger. But if you try to do that in your postmenopausal years, then there's a chance after several months, the training fatigue will build up so much that you'll become tired and you'll start to go backwards as opposed to making progress. I would recommend for most postmenopausal women that they limit themselves to 3 resistance training sessions per week, only increasing that if they know for certain they can recover. Now, the other thing that's really important is also your rest time between sets. You might have been able to do a high intensity workout where you have a 30 or 60 second rest between sets in the past. I would recommend increasing that rest time to at least 2 minutes between your working sets to allow your muscles and soft tissues to recover enough to go again. My third tip for you is to prioritize workouts that are joint friendly. Many women after the menopause report that their joints have become stiffer, and the menopause can also speed up changes to your cartilage as well. So taking care of your joints is vital. Now, classic resistance training workouts are great for your joints, even if you're using heavy weights. My recommendation here would be to choose a resistance training program focused on slightly higher reps, i.e. a maximum of 15 to begin with, and then as you feel confident, you can increase the weights that you're lifting and decrease the reps if you wish. Now, a 15 rep max is a great balance of muscle strength, size of the muscle, and also bone health as well. So it's a brilliant place to start. And then if you feel confident, you can increase the weight from there. Now, one thing I would caution against is high impact workouts. Anything involving lots of jumping or twisting might be best avoided until you know you're strong enough to cope with it. Not because there's anything wrong with these things, just because they can increase the stress on the joints. And if you've already got joint pains, it can make it worse. I'm not saying they're bad, so if you do like them, feel free to crack on. But if you're having problems, that might be something you want to avoid. The final thing I'll say is if you do have any joint aches or pains, prioritize getting those fixed. I've got loads of videos on my channel designed to help you do just that, and loads more advice in my new book, Thriving Beyond 50, which you can find a link for below, which will help you overcome those aches and pains. So that's some of my best advice on how to rebuild your muscle strength after the menopause. I hope you found this video useful and helpful. If you have, do drop a comment below and just let us know, because it does help us to improve these videos for you. So thank you if you do that. And if you're interested in building strength and muscle, I've got loads more resources to help you do just that in my brand new book, Thriving Beyond 50, the 2024 edition. You can find it on Amazon. It's got loads of strengthening exercises and information about how to build muscle mass over 50, and it's all inside 450 pages in some of my best work to date. So if you want to grab a copy, you can find a link for it below this video. If you don't want to grab a copy and you just want to continue watching, just make sure you've subscribed to our channel here and like this video. And then I hope to speak to you again on the next video.